Namaste, Big Cat water signs, Grand Rising, welcome or welcome back to Big Cat Astrology, Big Cat Wave, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, Sun, Moon and Rising, the planetary hot topics to add to your almanac over the next 7 days. On the 29th of November, the moon enters Cancer. Your support network can play a pivotal role in sustaining your emotional balance and security. Focus on fortifying it. You also have the moon in Cancer trining Saturn in Pisces. This is a fabulous time for conducting business meetings, particularly with individuals of esteemed respect and authority. Women in influential positions could prove advantageous to you at this time. Financial decisions come more effortlessly when you avoid extravagant or gratuitous expenditures. Yes, baby, avoid. On the 30th, the moon in Cancer sextiles Uranus in Taurus. This is an ideal time for socializing with your friends and enjoying yourself. You may make changes in your home, either in how things are managed or through redecorating. Introducing new technology into the household, such as smart televisions, laptops and security systems, is favoured at this time. This transit is perfect for creating memorable, unconventional romantic dates. It's also favourable for businesses dealing with high-tech products. On the 1st, I had a brain fart then, sorry. On the 1st of December, Mercury enters Capricorn, giving you an increased focus on your long-term plans and goals. Concentrate on the details. Your learning may not be swift, but you'll find that you comprehend things more thoroughly than usual. On the 2nd of December, Mercury in Capricorn sextiles Saturn in Pisces. A more challenging and intense mental focus towards your goals. Deliberate on your actions carefully. Success comes through hard work. You may also find yourself drawn to more mature individuals. On the 3rd of December, the moon enters Virgo. If you have a lot to accomplish, create a list and organize yourself. This will enhance your productivity. You also have Venus in Libra squaring Pluto in Capricorn. In love, jealousy and humiliation may surface. This envious and demeaning aspect can jeopardize even the happiest relationships, bringing forth heartbreak and betrayal. Engaging in conflicts with others may be easy. However, address the root problem rather than project it onto someone else. It's prudent. Beware of reckless individuals attempting to damage your online reputation. Be cautious about what you post. Some might also become infatuated with someone in authority to the point of obsession. On the 4th of December, Venus enters Scorpio. Over the next 3.5 weeks, passion in relationships intensifies. With Venus in Scorpio, work on enhancing intimacy with those closest to you. You will have little tolerance for anything superficial. On the 5th of December, the last quarter moon in Virgo. Completing smaller tasks in the upcoming weeks can pave the way for new projects and ventures without the burden of pending work. You also have Venus in Scorpio trining Saturn in Pisces. Don't allow your pride to hinder your path to happiness, as this aspect allows you to open the doors of your heart to find love and understanding with the people you care about. Please stay tuned in for the tarot reading to follow. Make your wave. Namaste! Grand Rising water signs, welcome or welcome back to Frequency Phoenix 555 for your next 7 days. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, let's dive in and unpack. Oh, let's turn down the music a little bit more. You have a double 2, darling dears. Love it. I don't hate it. This is the energy of adventure. The key word for 2 is adventure. This is an extremely fortunate period for you. My water signs. This is in the form of compliments, gifts, good news, as well as what? Skrilla.com. But you definitely have some form of travel plans, which are going to go extremely well, considering we are in the pre-shadow of Mercury retrograde as it begins in Capricorn. Yes, baby, we're in the pre-shadow. So make sure if you are thinking of traveling, dot your I's and cross your T's and pay attention to everything. Everything. Some of you are learning to meditate, and it also speaks about broadening your horizons. This is about, it could be travel, but it's about opening your mind to new things. Be more open-minded as you are being blessed over the next 7 days. Love it. I don't hate it. The energy of the double 2 speaks about what? A wish is about to be granted, darling dears. The numerology of the 2, your birthday could be the 2nd, the 11th, the 20th, or the 29th, or those could be a significant date for you. Your luckiest numbers over the next 7 days are 1, 2, 4, 6, and 8. Your luckiest days will be Tuesday, Friday, and Saturday, as well as the letters B, K, and T. It's about you reaping the dividends of your past efforts, darling dears. Even though you may have felt you weren't going forward, you still been moving forward spiritually, darling dears. This is about you realizing maybe past mistakes and learning from them, darling dear. This is why you're getting a pay dirt or payday. Aha. We also have the energy of the numerology of the 2, which is cooperation and balance, darling dear, wanting to be the power behind the throne. The number 2 is ruled by moon energy, which is Pisces as well as Cancer energy. It speaks into you wanting a partnership or some kind of balance. Maybe somebody's offering all of these gifts and compliments to you, or you to them, in order to what? Be in the preliminary stages of a relationship, darling dears. Well, I hope you've healed before you moved on, because I'm telling you, there's nothing like a rebound to really, really get at your hairline, your edges, blood, bra, or sistrine. The energy of the 2 is the High Priestess. This is about knowing thyself, mother energy, feminine energy. Somebody's wanting to trust in a feminine energy, darling dears. The energy of the 4 is Mars and Aries energy. Emperor energy. The High Priestess is the moon. This is about claiming dominion, but it's also about going into a new job. It's also, for some, you're going to be getting the gift of what? A promotion at work. One well deserved, darling dears. It's taken you a while to get there, but somebody's about to what? Bust through the glass ceiling. Love it. I don't hate it. The 2 speaks about meeting someone at a party that's going to have a great or dramatic effect on your life. The 4 speaks into you going into assume a position of leadership, whether it's in the job, as I said, at school, but in your community, somewhere where there's an actual group, darling dear. You're about to be gifted with the what? The high honor pin. Love it. Don't hate it. Let's get your rune stone. Just the one. Good golly and gosh, you have Taiwas, darling dears. This is represented by the Justice card in Tarot. Because it's facing this way, it's on its way down. Bobby Brown. This speaks about injustices that was perpetrated against you. Somebody who perpetrated an injustice against you wants to argue and fight. They want strife. They want war. This person is full on what? Stupid. STOOPID. Didn't they just hear that you're getting grace? Somebody wants to argue with you, darling dears. And you as a water sign have to keep your emotions. Don't let no one take you out. You're gangster. Why? If someone's got control of your emotions, they're your king, blood. You might as well just bow down and let them do whatever they want, say whatever they want, do whatever they want to you. No, blood. Good golly and gosh, this is a lot, babe. This is a lot. Because justice, Taiwan's justice card in tarot is represented by the 7th house of partnerships. Somebody's left a partnership where there's a lot of bad blood, or somebody's coming for your blood, or somebody's, listen, this is also a karma card, darling dears. Somebody's trying to send bad luck, bad vibes and bad energy to you. My water sign, they don't like you. Maybe you ended a partnership, it's on its way down, Bobby Brown. This person is now an open enemy. Remember I told you that? This person lies, but it's about karma, darling dears. They want you to fall into some kind of karmic trap. Maybe because you left a relationship, you decided to promote yourself to the baddest of them all with the 2-2 Emperor mode, darling dears. Whether you're male or female, you're not having it and you're not going back. They can send all of the wickedness they want. Aren't they afraid of their own immortal soul? What's the matter with them? It's not about just what's going on in Malkuth, darling dears. Let's carry on. Let's get your oracle ancestry. We're going to use the True Love Oracle. Like all these bad vibes are being directed at you. And all you're doing is trying to get great. Sexual freedom, darling dears. Someone's worrying about where they're putting their panani off for their futum, darling dear. Can't they see you're in a lotus flower? You're growing the dirtiest of waters. Listen, somebody's upset because of where you're bringing your sexual energy, darling dears. And it also speaks about someone going into a situation where they'll be receiving sexual freedom. I told you, someone is about to meet someone at a party, some kind of shindig, a gathering, darling dear. It's what's the word? Kismet. It was meant to be, darling dears. Remember I told you that. And we have the energy of the 8 in the background. This is infinity. This is a long-lasting partnership, friendship, transformation, totally different to whatever you've experienced before, darling dears. And we see a diamond in the background, could also lead to marriage. Or maybe you've been married before, but it was never like this. It was like that. Base of the deck, because you know your worth and you've added tax. You're not putting up with any sociopaths, psychopaths, narcissists. This is also about you taking responsibility for your shadow side, darling dears, going within. This is also you understanding what you really want in every relationship, putting yourself first, guarding your feelings, promoting yourself, darling dears, knowing your worth and adding tax. This is a true change, my water signs. Somebody's also having longing feelings over a marriage, a long-term partnership that's ended. Maybe the person that left them behind, or they left behind, they realize their worth and they can't come back. And the person is realizing that's the only place they was really ever truly made love to, had true sexual freedom. It wasn't some backdoor sneaking around entanglements. Ha ha! Yeah, know your worth, darling. There's an attacks. I insist. Base of the deck, and it's about your sexuality. Past and present, you're going to be magnetic. Why? Because the happiness and the glow up, this finding this new self-worth. This is about you having come to what your stress threshold, darling dears, and realize that the only person that you can actually change is yourself in any situation. All right. I feel like I need to get some. Let's get this one. I haven't used this deck in a while. Let's get some intuitive messages up. Oh, if it's on the floor, it's coming through the door. Pick it up. More than one. Right? A higher power has a hand on your life. I told you it's a lucky time for you. And it's about your inner child. It's time for you to have this inner child healing. Some of you have to get counseling. Go to the appropriate counselor on Better Health. No, I'm not sponsoring it. But you get a chance to type in what issue you want to speak about. And they have experts in every different field that needs to be counselled. Do it, darling dears.
Know thyself. That's what Socrates told us, right? Hidden in plain sight. And the black sheep, darling dear. Somebody's making you feel like the black sheep of your family. Maybe they're judging you on past actions. But the divine had a hand on your life. This inner child wounding was meant to push you to greater things. It was what? A spiritual intervention, darling dears. Yeah, love it. I couldn't help it. Some of you are using divination. You're getting readings done. Hit me up in the Gmail if you want something a little personal. Let's get a deck and see. Break this down quickly and see about this plain sight. What exactly was hidden in plain sight? Someone that you're not talking to, darling, the cards just got stuck. The black sheep. What about the black sheep? Tell us some information around this. Yeah, something to do with your mother, darling dears. The mother energy wasn't nurturing. She didn't teach you. It's a mother energy that wasn't nurturing, right? And she never offered an apology, or she batted the apology to one side. This is a mother that never owned up to her true responsibility in wounding your inner child, darling dear. But this is about you mentally and emotionally moving on. Empress is about knowing your worth again and adding tax. The Page of Cups could also be you tentatively getting counseling treatment at this moment in time to deal with this inner child wound. What do we need to know about the inner child wound? Yeah, time to let it go, darling dear. Free as the wind blows. Divine is about to gift you with a new chance at a new beginning. Because you was dealing with knocks, and it also speaks about inner child wounding, speaking about your money management, about your role as a family, a mother or a father, darling dears. You didn't have all of these tools. This is why the counseling will help. Yeah, so you can get over these dilemmas, these stumbling blocks that are still holding you back. We have higher power. What do we need to know about higher power? Yeah. For every roadblock, darling, the divine was always at your back, your ancestral team, to show you that what you was going through was part of your destined path. It was for you to go through these betrayals, these unkind words, these things that always stabbed you in your heart chakra and activate your inner child wound. Divine wants you to know you had to go through this. It was part of your life plan. But you have the Wheel of Fortune in the middle. You shall rise as from the ashes, baby. Posh clap. Yeah. You're going to rise up, darling dears. Cancer energy, Libra energy, and we've got the World card, which is Earth and Saturn energy, as well as the fixed signs. Why am I saying that, the World card? It's not the World card, it's the Wheel of Fortune, Freudian slip. That World card, it means someone's watching. It also speaks about World Wide Web. You're being, listen, the Spain space, haven't stopped Spain. I told you that someone is not wishing well. Could have been an ending of a relationship where you realize your worth in that situation. A situation that could have been just based on lust, darling dear. That L word that will have you scuppered and on the rocks of life before you know what's going on. Possibly even someone you told to hit the road just like Jack. But this is the Wheel of Fortune, darling dears. You had to go through all of these situations. Wheel of Fortune is Jupiter and fire energy. You had to go through these cycles, and some of you repeated many cycles in order for you to gain this spiritual growth and this new beginning with a new mind. I'm also hearing distant people, distant lands. Somebody wants to travel. Will you be traveling? Yes, you will. Somebody's going to be traveling very soon to see family. What's this intervention? Intervention. Excuse me. Yeah. You're not going back, darling dears. You're being blocked from returning to a situation. You could have even had a height difference. Somebody's childish, immature. There was no love in a situation. There may have been progeny which were not yours, darling dears. Yeah. There was lots of arguments, mental torment, torture, always on the defensive in a situation. You've got a spiritual intervention in a situation that was going to make you brown bread, darling dears. It also speaks about the bad luck that came into your life when you got into a situation. Yeah. Through divination, you're going to realize that what you're seeking is seeking you. This goes to 8 of Pentacles, success. But you also have what the divination is going to tell you about the addictive behavior you had, maybe the codependency, and the fact that the person or people you left behind are obsessively jealous. Yeah. I said world card, and here it is. The divination is going to tell you to what? Turn your shapely back, law 16, don't look back. Remember Lot's wife, Salt Bay, and there's a brave new world out there for you to discover. And as I said, these are 2 traveling cards. Somebody's definitely making travel plans. Divination is telling you that it's going to go great, better than great, and you know this, water sign. Someone may be even traveling to see a mother, an older sister. Any situation you go through in life, darling dears, you do need to take the time to think about it. That's part of the DNS, the dark night of the soul, thinking about past situations and, you know, letting it go, forgiving yourself, forgiving the other person. I know it's very hard, but forgive them and free your soul and move on. Let's get another deck to ask the final questions. Oh, it's just a small spin. Okay. Let's get right in. How is the water signs' finances over the next 7 days? Finances for the water signs. How are the finances? We saw luck. We saw a gift. We saw compliments. We saw somebody bossing up. Yeah. 9 of Wands. You're looking back at the many things that you wasted money on, darling dears. Yeah, but look back too long, you're turning into Lot's wife. I told you, darling, the Salt Bay. Yeah, you're looking at the lack situation, the bad luck, but it's also about people that you're not allowing back into your life. You feel like certain circumstances and situations kept you stuck in lack mentality. You're about to become more stable, Palace of Pentacles. Yeah, from doing the mundane things. You don't want nothing fiery at this moment in time. This is about your mental health, which wasn't right when you was in a home that was not your home. In a situation that was not your situation. It was sent to teach you, darling dears. Teach you a hard lesson. Yeah. Because the Judgment card in reverse. This is definitely karma, darling dears. Somebody's feeling as though their financial position is karma for a situation that they had previously. A situation that they possibly where they had progeny. Somebody's going through karma and deep judgments, darling dears. It's arrived at their domicile on mud hut in thigh-high red leather boots. Split the deck. Yeah. Someone who's bitter and twisted. You're looking back. Somebody's looking back at a situation that they was in with not. You can't listen. Queen of Pentacles on the reverse. That's a bitch. This is Hyacinth Bucket or Horatio Bucket, darling dear. A gossiper. Yeah. You never had money to bring to the table. You was involved with a taker. You lost a lot of finances. But you see the Palace of Pentacles. Over the next 7 days, you're going to be looking at your money situation, your living situation, your mental health, all of that. But it's in the upright. This is you facing your issues and dealing with them, darling dears. Because you're going to have to deal with them one by one. Yeah, you can't run away from financial issues. And this is debt, right? Debt can be many things, darling dears. Because you can have the debt of ill health, the debt of skullduggerous people around you, darling dears. Yes, you could have a sexual debt put on you. Because this could also, next to the lack of, this is an STD. Maybe somebody got an STD in a situation, whatever it is. Your financial situation is about to change, but it's about you realizing what you went through, not blaming the issue, understanding that it was part of the cycle of life that you had to go through in order to break free from some kind of inner child wound. But somebody's definitely looking back at a past situation, wounded healer. About in relationships, for the fire, I nearly said fire signs. Maybe you will be meeting a fire sign. My water signs. Yeah. 10 of Cups. You went through a lot of broken relationships, darling. There's the family home, no true loyalty, temperance. There's a lot of imbalance. You don't want to be with someone who's coming from a broken place, darling dear. You want someone whole, and that's the truth. Victory card. You want somebody who's had, yeah, they've been through their wounds and whatever, but this is somebody that's not wearing their wounds like sackcloth and ashes. This is about you being in a situation where people are on the healing end of their journeys. And how will you know? By healing thyself, darling dears. Biggest Pentacale. You're going to have the opportunity to meet lots of new people, darling dears. But it's about you using your intuition as a water sign to discern who is worthy of being in your presence. Not everybody can approach the throne, darling dears. Yeah, and again, we see the Wheel of Fortune, destined path. This is like a change of mindset around everything. You're like getting a 360 and you're deciding to do a 180 and you're doing it as number one. How about that? How about that? I didn't tell you, Taiwas is represented by the letter T, okay? So you've got the letters T, it was T, the number 2, the 11, 20th and 29. Your luckiest numbers are the numbers 1, 2, 4, 6 and 8. And Taiwas represents the number 11 and 17, which is going to be extremely important to you over the next 7 days. No, you're having a more healthier outlook on relationships, because when you heal yourself, you are attracting people from the healed place inside of you, darling dears. Any obstacles that the water signs need to be aware of as they stand in their self-worth? Third-party situations, but it's a party situation. Somebody's going to be afraid to go into a party situation, a setting, a gathering because of past situations. But your heart is over it, but it's about you being clear-minded. Yeah, it's the right decision for you to go ahead. Don't allow past situations to block you from living the life that you have now on this Malkuth. You can sow the seeds of righteousness, a new beginning. The Seven of Pentacles is also saying meeting the right partner, somebody that you're going to celebrate with, darling dears, possibly in the company of females or other females. Yeah, the obstacle is about realizing that, ensuring that you don't go into that situation from a broken place. You want to be someone who's healed like thyself, darling dear, on the path of healing. What about opportunity? Thank you. Tower moment. You've avoided some shiz now, you're getting matrix. Yeah. Avoiding situations. This is learning from past situations, understanding everything for you is not for you, darling dears. This is about you using discernment, using your intuition. Yeah, clear-headed. Yeah, not like a real heartbreak to straighten out your chakras, mate. Speaking your truth, darling dear. No one's going to pull the wool over your eyes. You're not easily tempted into what sexual freedom. And yeah, sexuality, they may look good on the outside, but this is about you going for the grey matter, darling dears. Asking the right questions in situations. That's the opportunity. You've got previous experience of what the devil's most diligent workers, being codependent, being with controlling people that was sexually or look, Jezebel spirits, blood. Jezebel spirits. Yeah. The opportunity is that you're choosing to turn your back on toxic temporary situations, making the right choices. Yup. Love it, water signs. And don't hate it. Final advice. Let's get different. Final advice. We're going to go with the Numerology cards. Oops. Final advice for the water signs for the next 7 days. Thank you. Bring love into a situation. New moon in Aquarius. Aquarius is the 11th house. The house of friendship, darling dear. But it's also the house of technology as well, and your hopes and dreams. You're going to be meeting new friends, darling dears, right? And adjustments are required. This is what? Third quarter moon. The third quarter moon is about releasing and letting go, darling dears. Letting go of past situations for new situations to come in. Bring love into the situation, and the best love. that you can always bring into every situation is self-love, because it shows in your deportment, in your words and your choices. On that note, I drops me mic to load to my Teesprings, my Patreon, or my TikToks, where I also upload videos. If you'd like a personal read, please hit me up in the Gmail. All of my intel is in the description box below. And as I always say, don't get smoked. And don't smoke yourself. From the ashes, baby. Namaste. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Big cat wave. Until we meet again on these tarot streets. Cat, cat. Cat, cat. Hurrah! You won the war! Red light, green light champion.